In this course, we're going to use Purdue Online Writing Lab for our APA Style Guide. This is a really excellent website and it has up-to-date information on APA style. You can also find hard copy guides, style guides in the library in the reference section. Just ask a librarian, they'll direct you to that. And there are other online style guides as well that you could use. One thing to note is that I've found that in the last few years, most students just rely on the automatic citation generators that are available, sometimes through our library website, in other places as well. I can tell you by looking at citations over and over and over again that they don't work. I mean, they might give you some basics, but you're going to have to go over them to ensure that they have structured the citations in the correct way. So please, please don't just rely on those auto citation generators, not if you're going to be graded on your citation style. So this video is just going to give you a teeny overview of this website just to give you some ideas of how to use it. So this link, there's a larger home, OWL Purdue, but this link takes you to the APA style. You can get an overview of APA and even some workshop ideas, or you can go straight to the APA formatting and style guide, which is what we're going to do here. And you'll see that when you do that, it gives you all of the places where you could just go right away. So a few things. If you need to know, how do I cite something in text? So you're writing your paper and you have a quote from a source and you want to make sure that you are citing that quote correctly, or you're paraphrasing a source, or you're summarizing it, then all you need to do is go to the in-text citations. This will give you some basic information for how to cite in text with one author. So you'll notice they give you, if you're using short quotations, how do I do it? If I'm using, a long quotation, how do I do it? If I'm simply summarizing or paraphrasing, how do I cite it? So you simply find the one that makes sense for what you're doing and use that as an example. If there's more than one author, specifically this can get tricky if you have like 6 authors of an article. You can find out information about how to do that right there. The other place that will be really useful is just looking up reference list guides. So whenever you're asked to construct a reference list, a bibliography, a works cited page, this is where you're going to find the information about how to do that. This will tell you the basic rules of what you need. Where you should capitalize things, where periods go, if you should use the full first name or not. It'll give you some general ideas. And then all of the rest of these will give you examples. So you simply find the example that fits best with the source that you're using. If it's a book, you want to go there. If it is an article in a periodical, which means an article in a journal, you can simply go there. If it's more than one author and you want to figure out what to do with the author, you simply go there. If it is an electronic source, you can go here and find out how to do it. So on and so forth. So this will just sort of give you these explanations. One last thing I want to point out to you about this style guide is it also gives you information about how you should format your paper overall. Stylistics Basics will tell you how you should, format things, as well as give you tips on how you should write your paper. And then in many classes, you'll be asked to format your overall paper in APA style. And the sample paper right here is one of the most useful ways to find that out. You'll notice on the sample paper, they'll tell you here's what your cover page is supposed to look like, what kind of information you need to include on it. Scroll down on the sample paper and you'll see, oh, where should I put, I guess I need a running head. I need to title the abstract in this way, so on and so forth. And so I think the sample paper is a really useful tool to use if you're trying to figure out how do I format my paper overall. So that's a very brief overview of how you can use this website to help you do citations correctly.